Hi, this is Carol Wilson, Chief Editor of Events for Light Reading, and I'm here at our mobile backhaul show at CompTel with Ron Mudry from Tower Cloud. And Ron, thanks for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
So Tower Cloud is a long-established company in this space. You've been around for 5 years doing mobile backhaul. Let me ask you, how is the mobile backhaul market changing, particularly in the light of some of the LTE rollouts and 4G rollouts that we're seeing today, and the high increase in data?
Well, I think it's just causing the demand for backhaul to really explode, you know, with all the smartphones that are being out there, and even the tablets and things like that are driving just tremendous bandwidth. Matter of fact, the tablet drives 5 times the bandwidth of a smartphone, and we all know smartphones are really driving a lot of growth. So it's really requiring a lot more bandwidth out to the cell towers for the wireless carriers, and I think that's just going to continue to grow.
Okay, so tell me about Tower Cloud. Tell our listeners about Tower Cloud and how you've set up your network to address mobile backhaul.
Okay, so we're in 15 markets in the Southeast. We serve our cell towers primarily with fiber, but we also use wireless to reach out to other cell towers, and we basically connect the towers all the way back to the carrier's switch. We're in Tier 1 markets like Atlanta. We're in Tier 2 and 3 markets like Augusta, Georgia, Montgomery, Alabama, and we're even in some smaller markets in rural areas, so we sort of span the coast.
Okay, and what are the challenges going to be for providers such as yourself and for the wireless operators themselves as this demand for data just continues to grow?
So I think that a lot of the Tier 1 markets have been well served, and there's a lot of backhaul networks out there, but as the carriers look to take LTE out deeper into the country, they're going to have to bring high capacity backhaul out to the smaller markets, Tier 2, Tier 3 markets in rural areas. That's a real challenge because I don't think there's as much fiber available in those markets, so I think that will be a key challenge over the next couple of years.
How are you going to get those rural areas in particular to be cost effective?
Well, I think you've got to work with the wireless carrier to understand what their objectives are, and then structure a transaction that can be a win-win for both. So we look to partner with a lot of local partners, the RLECs in particular, other fiber providers, to try to get access to existing fiber, and then you have to build new fiber to get out there and bring the broadband out to the towers.
Okay. How are you seeing the competitive picture in wireless backhaul change? We're here at a competitive conference. Seems like everybody's talking about getting into wireless backhaul.
I think it varies by market. The funny thing about backhaul is that there's no one dominant player across the country. I think it's sort of market by market. So we experience very different competition in a Tier 1 market like Atlanta, versus a smaller market like Valdosta or something like that.
And are the requirements that the carriers need, are those going to change, or they stay pretty much the same? They want a lot of reliable bandwidth for cheap.
I think they want very high reliability. They want the ability to scale the bandwidth as their customer bandwidth grows. Okay. And I think they're really driving a lot more requirements for fiber services. With LTE in particular, low latency is really critical, and those are some of the key changes I think versus the past.
Okay, great. Ron, thank you very much.